Hey guys, we landed into London at 6:30 in the morning today and we have gone straight to shooting. I did have a nap because I don't think I'd be able to function. I wasn't able to sleep on the plane because the New York time difference, like I said before, it always gets me. But we've come back to London and we've gone straight into shooting a project because this project is due tomorrow. I am really happy and excited to be filming this. It's a really cool concept that we've not done before. Something very different. I have an amazing team with me supporting, so it's like, it wouldn't be possible without them because me and True are so tired. So I've just done my makeup and we are filming a fragrance campaign showcasing 3 different fragrances. We've just finished shooting the one for Loewe. I'll show you guys. So we're actually deconstructing it now. You will see the footage of when it was arranged. But we also have a tight deadline because I need to be done shooting in an hour because I have a show to go to tonight. This is a locker that we made to create the vibe, and this is the living room currently transformed into a studio. The next setup is for the MFK fragrance, and we're doing like a draped gold vibe. I'm gonna put the mood boards here so you can see the vision that we had and then what we created from it. Yeah, I'm just gonna be shooting and showing you guys behind the scenes. Okay, so we've got some dried grapefruit orange slices for the next fragrance because this, let me show you the fragrance actually so you guys know. This is the next fragrance. It's the Maison Francis A Part of Me. And so the vibe we've gone for this is kind of like this dreamy satin, light airy feeling, because I feel like that's the feeling that Maison Francis was trying for this fragrance. So we thought about how the brand normally promotes their fragrances and the vibe they go for, and I feel like for this it was more about like the storytelling, that dreaminess, the golden light that comes through. We also picked up some dried lavender because there's notes of lavender in the fragrance, and then there's also orange blossom, so we went for the citrusy kind of dehydrated fruits that we can put in there on the display, and we're gonna see how we can make this one come to life. Oh, and here's the mood board we're working off, and this is for, even got the outfit ready. We have actual soil and bark here.
You can grow something.
And you can only buy
forest
these in like huge packs.
Yeah, you have to buy a massive pack.
No,
No, this one's a good one as
we need
well.
to create like a V,
Okay, let me take this one out.
V?
so it frames Noorie.
This one's a good one, right?
Yeah, that's nice. Would you?
Right, where do you want it?
Okay.
Just place it there and then we'll rearrange it up.
Yeah.
Do like that, and then
Maybe you can have one
I've got better
standing
ones
up.
than
Wait,
this
why
one.
don't you see what looks like standing up as well? Like, just stood up, yeah.
Both of them or one?
No,
not
just
this
one.
Can we get some soil built up on the side?
it's already going on.
Okay, ready?
Wait, where's the smoke? The smoke, I need smoke.
Where is it?
And in the smokes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello guys, I literally feel like I'm in a dream right now. You know when you have like a lack of sleep and you feel almost like you could be dreaming? That's what both me and True have said that we feel like. I also think this is like one of the most productive days ever, considering we took a red-eye flight, so an overnight flight from New York. We did not sleep. I slept an hour in that flight. I think you same. We had an hour's sleep because it's hard to fall asleep. The flight was at 6:30 p.m. New York time, and we normally go to bed at 12 p.m. so it was very difficult to fall asleep on the plane. And then also, True, I never told you this, someone was snoring, and I could hear it through the plane noise. Can you imagine?
Crazy.
And like, I'm normally quite good, so that, I think that affected me. Whoa, the sun is really
Sunning.
stunning. Anyway, we didn't sleep. Landed at 6:30 in the morning. Got back at 6:30 am. The traffic in London was so bad. It took us a few hours to get home to the flat, and we literally showered and got into bed because we knew we needed to get some sleep because today is going to be a full-on day. And as much as it felt awful to go to sleep like at 9 a.m. in the morning where you would normally be waking up, but I knew we had to do it if we had to have.
Yeah, not gonna lie, when I went to bed, I was like, I'm not tired. I'm not even tired.
Yeah.
But as soon as I closed my eyes,
fell into deep sleep.
it just felt blank.
When that alarm went off, we both struggled to get up. And then also, it's my time of the month. Like, I literally have my time of the month, so I'm in so much pain. I suffer really badly with pain. So I've like dosed up on tablets, painkillers, because we have to shoot a campaign today. like today's the only day I can film it because it's due tomorrow, because I think I mentioned earlier we were supposed to shoot it in New York. That didn't happen, so we had to shoot it today. So I knew I had to film that, and then this is the one where I've come up with this whole creative concept which I was really excited to shoot. But with this project, it had to be executed in a certain way for it to translate well and look good, because each scene of the fragrance, I think I explained earlier, we have a different setup for each fragrance to represent the notes of the fragrance and the vibe of the fragrance and the feeling of the fragrance. And so each setup needed to be executed very well for it to translate. And True was saying this, which actually makes so much sense, about how setups for reels and videos, it's not the same as a setup for real life, because when we set one scene up, it looks great to the eye, but when you look at it in the camera, it looks flat.
Because it is like a 2D video you're watching.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that depth. So you have to artificially create that depth and exaggerate it.
Yeah.
For it to come through on video.
Setting it up to make it pleasing for the eye, looking at it through the camera and then setting it up. But it's so great because we had our team there. So we have my assistant, my sister, and then I don't know if we mentioned that we hired another person.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we hired True's friend, which is actually so nice to we're keeping it within the the family and friends. True's friend is now working with us full time, and it's been really great. He's been assisting with editing, which is such a big help, which is why we made the commitment to change to 2 videos a week, because I know it was so much on True having to edit all the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, ads, all of that. So it's been so nice to have someone else now on the team. So he was there, and it's really nice. Like, I love our little team. I feel like we all get on so well, especially because it's True's friend, and my sister actually went to school with him, so we all know each other very well, and it's really nice. So yeah, we had the whole team there, which is why I think it would only work. I think if it was just me and True,
we would have had an argument.
We would have had an argument.
Something would have gone wrong.
I would have cried. So yeah, it all turned out well. We look into the notes of each fragrance, and then we picked up things for the notes. So for example, the Loewe fragrance had notes of peach. It was quite a fruity fragrance, and Loewe as a brand is someone who likes to use fruit and vegetables in their marketing imagery, so we went really heavy on that kind of fruit, quirky, built up. And then for the Maison Francis fragrance, that was a part of me, and we looked at the imagery of Maison Francis, and they focused less on showcasing the notes and more so showcasing a feeling or the vibe of a scent. And the kind of vibe I got from that scent based on the marketing they did was kind of golden light, storytelling, dreamy, which is why we went for that kind of satin gold look. And then for the Le Labo scent, Le Labo is a brand that they like to showcase the notes, and they kind of do this thing where they break down a fragrance into what the notes are. So we use that as inspiration for that setup. So I think there's iris in there, and it's very woody, earthy. So we got wood. Whilst we were in New York, I was on calls to my sister. She was going on errands, going to different places. I can't find this wood, or I can't find this flower, and communicating, is this good enough? So I'm really happy because it looks all good. It looks like it's going to be a good video. True hasn't finished editing it, but
I've had a glimpse, and I think it looks.
Yeah, same. I've seen a snippet of it. I think it looks quite good. So I'm excited to see that. I even tried to change up my hairstyle and makeup for each one, but I was saying if I had more time, I think I would have liked to hire a hairstylist and a makeup artist that
a proper set.
So we could actually transform each look so that it would be more impactful. I just think we were really tight for time with this one, but in future ones I would love to do that, and I think that would definitely make a difference. For the Maison Francis, for example, I was putting glittery. I used the Hourglass sparkly shadows on my eyes because I was trying to give that golden light. I put some highlighter on. This is the makeup look that I had on for the Labo, so it was more woody, earthy. So I just wiped off all the shimmer and then did a brown eye look using my Dior palette, and then I just went a bit darker with my lip liner. We had to leave the house at a certain time because I have a show to go to as part of a campaign I'm doing with Vinted. So I'm working with Vinted on Instagram. Part of my deliverables is to attend the Oxfam show. So London Fashion Week has started. I think it started yesterday, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
It started yesterday, so this Oxfam show is part of the London Fashion Week schedule, and it's sponsored by Vinted. Yeah, I'm really actually excited to go and see this. It's going to be a very different kind of show to what I usually go to, because obviously typically shows are showcasing new things, whereas this is old things, which I think is so fitting for Vinted and just makes sense for that partnership. I am not wearing anything new for my outfit. Normally for Fashion Week, you guys know I like to get a few new pieces and integrate it into the whole outfit. But this is just all my previous wardrobe. This is all stuff that I've worn before. This bodysuit, I always forget the brand, but I really like it. It's actually not a bodysuit, it's a top. It's got ruching. I actually was wearing this for the shoot. that we were doing earlier. Got my Jacquemus jeans, which I don't think they've come off my body. Like I need to give them a break because I wear them too much, but they're just very comfortable. And as I said, I'm not feeling 100% today, so I really wanted it also be comfortable. And London is cold, guys.
It is cold. I'm wearing a jacket.
Yeah, your suede jacket.
The transition from New York to London was crazy.
Oh my god, it hit us when we left the airport. We're like, it feels like winter because New York felt like summer.
Yeah.
And it feels like winter here. So yeah, I wanted to be comfy, so I got my jeans on, and then I've got this Topshop bag, which is super cute. And actually, I'm selling this on Vinted, so this is why I'm wearing it today, because as part of my the campaign, I'm gonna be wearing some pieces that I'm selling to the show. So I've got these, and then I've got some black heels that I'm going to be wearing. This is why I feel like I've gone crazy, because I feel like we've done so much with so little sleep, and we've literally just landed in London today. We haven't had the chance to kind of like unpack, reset. So I was pulling things from my suitcase to get ready with today. But I'm really proud because
I think we thrive under pressure.
I actually think we do. I think we do actually.
I think it's not healthy to
I don't think it's healthy, no, because I don't like it.
Because it is very stressful, but
like we
when we
perform
are
so
under
well.
stress, we get stuff done.
It's always the case where it's like when I have loads going on, I'm like, right, get stuff done. But yeah, we're heading to the show now, guys, and we'll bring you guys along and show you snippets of this show. This is my first London Fashion Week show. I also have a little chat that I want to have with you guys maybe tomorrow about London Fashion Week and just the truth about London Fashion Week. Some tea, or like my experience. Because I feel like you guys will have some questions about certain things about London Fashion Week and why you guys don't see certain content. So I'm going to explain that maybe tomorrow. My voice, I think you can hear my voice, I sound tired and ill. But yeah, we're going to head to the show now and bring you guys along. Hello guys, we are here reunited with Abby. It's been 2 days since I last saw her. I'm so done. And we're reunited. I'll do my outfit. So I'm wearing this awake mode blazer and skirt set, which I've worn before. And I actually like to interchange. So I'll wear the skirt with a different top and then the blazer with different bottoms. That's why I love a two-piece. Wearing my Gucci slingback heels, which are so comfortable. My go-to heels for Fashion Week. My Loewe Paseo bag with the Schiaparelli bag charm.
I like the bag charm.
Thank you. I love it. YSL Sunny's mango earrings, and that is the look du jour. Let's do yours. I noticed some George Jensen.
There is George Jensen here, and my
brooch.
little brooch. Cardigan is from Jenny Kane. My vest is, I think, H&M. And then I got some Reformation on the skirt, Manolos, a Kate bag, and then my COS, like, kind of low-key, like, dupes, right?
Dupe, guys. I'm going to
These are
link these
from COS,
because these are such a
yeah.
good YSL dupe.
So, yeah.
They
And they're
literally
new.
look the same.
They're brand new, so.
Love this look. It's giving
Sam.
minimal chic.
It's giving, I just, like, rolled out of bed, and this is what I wear.
Oh, wow. I wish I could roll out of bed looking like that.
Yes,
Abby.
you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I couldn't attest to that. back from the Roxander show, which was so beautiful. I loved that it was outdoors. There were some seats indoors and then there was some seat outdoors. I'm just touching my makeup because I'm about to film a H&M haul for you guys. But yeah, the Roxander show was incredible. I loved the space it was in. You had basically a 360 view of London, which was so nice, and the pieces were just amazing. I love the mixture of these really extravagant, beautiful dresses, and then you also have really cool tailored pieces. There were some amazing suits. You have the Roxander. I feel like this is an iconic Roxander style. It's like these belts they have. It's like this rope style leather belt they have, and they use it on a few of their pieces. There was just so many amazing pieces that I could see myself wearing. So I decided to wear my awake mode suit because you guys know I've said before, I love to match up what I'm wearing to kind of the brand's aesthetic. If I'm not being dressed by the brand, I like to try and use my own pieces to kind of be inspired by the brand. And so I went with the tailoring aspect because Roxander does have incredible tailoring. I also was saying to True, like, I actually feel the most confident when I'm wearing tailored pieces. Like, I felt so good in that outfit. And every time I'm wearing like a suit or a suit skirt set, anything that's tailored in a suit style, I just feel the best in. So I feel like that's my like comfort boss lady outfit. Like, I feel the best in it. So yeah, that was a really good show. And this actually brings me on to the topic of conversation, which I kind of hinted at when we were on the way to the vintage show, when I was speaking about London Fashion Week. And basically for me, this is London Fashion Week done. So it's a very interesting thing, London Fashion Week. Me and my friend were talking, Abby. You guys have seen her in my content in New York and Copenhagen Fashion Week, and she's become a really close friend of mine. And she's been in the industry for over 10 years. I think she said 14 years. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. I think 14 years. She's like one of the OGs. She has been here for a while. Anyway, we were speaking about how about all the fashion weeks, London Fashion Week tends to be the one where we have the least invites, the least amount of things to do. And it's just so interesting because being Londoners, this is our hometown. This is, you know, this is where we're based, but it's where we get the least love. And it is such a shame because there are so many amazing designers showing at London Fashion Week. There are designers like 16 Arlington that I absolutely love, Nancy DeJacca, JW Anderson would be a dream, Tove, I absolutely love Tove Studios, their pieces are incredible, Tolu Koka, Aluwalia. There's just so many amazing brands that show in London, and I wear myself and I would love to attend, but it seems that getting shows in London is a bit difficult, and I don't know why, because actually we do know why. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, and I think it's because it's one of those things where in this industry it's more like who you know, who you're friends with, most of the time is how you get invited. And there is like a lack of diversity in London in terms of the shows. If you look at who's sitting front row or who these people are at the shows, a lot of them tend to be the same kind of people, and I do feel like there is such a lack of diversity in London, which is such a shame because I feel like I've only been attending shows for the past 2 years, and I obviously don't expect to be going to all the shows I dream of. One day that would be a dream of mine, to be able to go to the shows that I would love to go to. But for me, I understand it's a thing of like kind of building up those relationships with certain brands, and you know, after a certain amount of years starting to go to more. And I've definitely noticed that with like Copenhagen Fashion Week, for example. That was my first ever fashion week. The first time I went was 2 years ago in the February season, and then compared to last month, like the amount of shows and presentations that I go to, you definitely see an increase every season because the brands get to know you more, PRs, you just build those relationships. But it feels like London is the one where that doesn't really happen. So even for like Paris and when I went to Milan, I get to go to quite a few things that I want to go to, and it seems that in London it's a bit less. So yeah, it's a shame, but it's really like that's all I'm doing basically. So the Roxander show I got invited to through My Blend. So I'll explain also how fashion shows and invites work for those who don't know, because I wasn't aware of it before I joined. But basically with fashion weeks and fashion shows, you can request an invitation to the brand. So you can send an email and ask to be invited to the show, tell them who you are, why you'd like to go to the show, or brands will invite you if they like your content or they see you or you've worked with the brands, they'll just send you an invite. Or brands like makeup and skincare brands often sponsor shows, and then they get allocated tickets and they can take talents that they choose to the show. So for example, this Roxander show I went to, which I'm so grateful to be going to because I absolutely love the brand and it's such a cool show to attend, and I went last season as well. This invite came through My Blend, which is a skincare brand that I've worked with before on Instagram. And so they were doing the skincare for the Roxander show for the models. So they get allocated tickets and then they invite me. So I went through them. And so you might notice like quite a few beauty influencers attending fashion weeks. And a lot of the time it's because, say, MAC or NARS are sponsoring the show. And so they can invite their talent. So that's how it works normally. But it feels like for me, London, and also not just me, I've spoken with my friend. So Abby, my friend, she's been in this industry for years and she has the same issue. In London, the invites is just, I don't get it. And it's like there's people, when you see your peers attending and you're on the same kind of level, you work with the same kind of brands, then you kind of don't understand why you're not there as well. And you do get FOMO, like FOMO is such a big thing. And I try to not get FOMO as much, but you can't help it. Because these shows look amazing and I would love to go to, like I said, a lot of the shows that I mentioned. But yeah, I think there is like this thing and there's nothing you can really do. It's out of my control. London Fashion Week isn't really a big fashion week for me. So I kind of just use it as a way to get my work done because we are very busy with all our campaigns and things we need to do. So that's just what I've been focusing on. So for me, I went to the vintage show because I was working with a vintage and then I just did the Roxander show today. And that was through My Blend, but that is what I'm doing for London Fashion Week. I will be going to Paris. I'm not going to Milan this season, but I will be going to Paris, which I'm really excited for, and I'll bring you guys along with me. And I'm really excited. I have a show in Paris, which I'm so excited to go to. That was basically the tea, because I feel like not many people talk about it, but when I'm with my friends and amongst friends, it's all we're talking about. And I think the real issue with London Fashion Week is just the lack of diversity. There isn't really much happening and it's just such a shame because London is so diverse. That pretty answers a lot of the questions because a lot of people do ask me like, oh, what are you doing for London Fashion Week? Can't wait for London Fashion Week content. And I'm like, guys, there's not really gonna be much London Fashion Week content because I'm not doing much. I've been really strict with kind of like only going to shows and presentations of things that I really enjoy and brands that I really like and would wear or I'm interested by. And I think that makes the most sense because during the fashion weeks, there is so much going on. There are so many events and you could tire yourself out if you go to everything. So it is also about knowing kind of like what you like and what you'd like to go to. So yeah, so I have been invited to some shows for London, but these are shows that like I haven't requested, the brands have invited me to, but they're not really my kind of style, aesthetic. I wouldn't wear it. So like it doesn't make sense for me to go there and I would much rather someone else be offered the ticket who would actually enjoy the show and would want to go. That's all I have to say really. It's still very interesting fashion weeks. But I love it so much. I absolutely love going to shows and just seeing the clothes. For me, that's like the best part is actually seeing the pieces up front. Like I love going to Reese's. So Reese's is when it's after the show's happened. They have all the pieces that were in the show in like a room, a studio, and you can go and see the pieces up close. I absolutely love going to Reese's because you get to touch and feel the pieces. So I went to last Milan Fashion Week, I went to the Todd's Reese. And honestly, it was so incredible being able to like see the pieces in real life and up close because a lot of the time on the runway, you see things going past you. You don't have time to like touch, feel, not even about time. You can't be touching things that are on the runway, but you don't really have the time to see it for that long. Whereas when you have a Reese, you actually get to spend time with the pieces. And I just love fashion so much. I love the intricacies. I love it all. I just love seeing what brands come up with. And I was saying with Roxander, I love how when we went to the show, you could tell who was wearing Roxander and who wasn't because Roxander pieces are just so iconic and like recognizable that you can tell there's certain details in a piece that you know that's a Roxander piece. And I love that. And I love noticing those things in certain brands. Even for my little reels that I do, how much effort and hard work we put into things. And I can only imagine on the scale of a show, how much work and planning goes into creating those pieces, planning the shows, the music, the makeup, the models, so much work goes into it. So I really appreciate seeing it happen in real life. This is the first piece from the H&M haul. It's a skirt suit and I was talking about how good I feel in like a tailored skirt suit or suit situation and I absolutely love this. So it's this like pencil skirt which has a very high slit. I'm not even going to lift the blazer up to show you how high this slit is, but it goes up to here. I love this. It's like a really thick material. It feels very nice and weighty. I love this kind of office look. I've paired it with my YSL heels, which are the most painful heels ever. And then the Bottega Andiamo clutch bag. My hair, makeup, and my jewelry is going to stay the same for all of these outfits because I just don't have the time to style them up. So I'm just going to show you the pieces. But yeah, this is the first look. I really love this. I think I'm going to definitely wear this blazer with other pieces. But this skirt, I'm not so sure because it has such a high slit. I feel like I would only really be able to wear this or be comfortable to wear this with the blazer that kind of goes over that really high slit. I think this also paired with a roll neck underneath would be so nice. I think on the H&M website they styled it with this white roll neck underneath and it just looks super chic. Have the blazer open. If you want to have it closed and have a moment like this, it just works so perfectly, and I think I'll be taking this with me to Paris Fashion Week. This next piece, I didn't realise that the pants needed to be ironed. So we're gonna just pretend that they've been steamed or ironed. So this piece I was really excited about when I saw online, and having it on now, I'm not as excited by it. I just feel like there's certain elements this that don't look quite right. For example, there's a bit of a gaping here, so I would need to get a size up to stop this gaping on the button. I just don't like how that looks. I just wish these pants were slightly longer. They're kind of hitting at an awkward length for me. I prefer a longer pant. I love the colours of it, but yeah, I'm not really feeling this. So I think this is one that I'll be sending back just because there's too many elements of it that I'm not a fan of. Guys, so this next set, I'm covering with my hands like this because I don't actually have the right bra to wear with this outfit. It's very sheer, so you would need like a strapless bra for this. So it's a skirt and shirt set, which I fell in love with. I absolutely love the ruffles on this skirt, and I like how it's kind of asymmetric. And then this shirt, it's actually tied up as like a bow in the picture, but I've wrapped it around like a scarf, which I quite like the look of. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a blazer on top of this, then I can talk to you with my hands free. And actually my idea was to style this with a blazer because I'm not too sure how I feel about this with the shirt. I love it with a blazer. Okay, so I wasn't feeling it as it was just with the shirt and the skirt. I put the blazer on and I just feel so much like me now, and I can actually show you the full look. I feel like this skirt I'm gonna be able to wear with so many other pieces, which is what I was drawn to the most. It was the skirt that got my attention, but then I thought I would try out the blouse with it, see what it looked like a full set. But it actually looks quite nice with the blouse, and then you have the blazer over the top. So I still have that scarf element, and I've actually pulled the scarf out so it hangs at the back. What I really love about this is the flowiness of the skirt, very dressy, paired with a very structured tailor blazer. I love that juxtaposition. Sheer is very in, and what I also appreciate that H&M have done with this skirt is that they've put a lining, so it's very thin, so it's not all the way down, so you still get the sheer element of seeing your legs through this, but they've put a very short lining where it just covers where your underwear would be, which is so perfect. I think this is another look that I'm going to take with me to Paris Fashion Week. Again, you're going to have to excuse the creasing on the pants. We are working with a broken steamer that doesn't work very well. There is another steamer on its way and an iron, because I am very strict about steaming clothes. I think it makes such a difference to the appearance of how something looks if it's steamed or ironed. So it's really frustrating for me that I'm doing this haul with a lot of these pieces not being very well steamed. These pants I really love. They're a high-waisted, wide leg pair of trousers. I love a classic black pair of trousers. I love this detail on the side, and actually it's great because you can cinch in the sides so you can tighten it up to give you a tighter fit. I've just paired it with the Skims bodysuit, my Manolo Blahnik heels, which I'm actually getting a lot of wear out of this year. They're very comfortable heels and they go with a lot of things. And I feel like a lot of my black pants that I used to wear are a bit more slim fitting, and I am loving more of this kind of wide fit pair of trousers. Shall we add a blazer on top and see what it looks like with a blazer? This is my blazer from Ray that I ordered just before Matches went bust, and I actually was going to return it because I wasn't sure about it, but then Matches went bust and you couldn't do any returns, so I had to keep it. But actually I'm not so mad at it because it is kind of like the perfect black oversized blazer, so I'm a bit glad that I kept it. This is a very easy go-to classic look for me. Pair it with a red lip, statement earrings, change up the heels, and you can just wear this outfit in so many different rotations and it just suits all sorts of events. Okay guys, next up we have this leather two-piece. So it's this jacket and the matching skirt. They also have a mini skirt if anyone loves mini skirts out there, but I'm more of a midi maxi pencil skirt kind of gal. So I went for pencil skirt. I would say size down for this. I've actually just ordered the size down because this is actually very big for me. There's a lot of gaping at the back, which is strange because normally for leather items I size up because I find them to be quite stiff, but this has a lot of stretch to it. So yeah, size down. on this. Love the jacket. I think this is just such a cool piece. This is the color of autumn. I've paired it with the matching YSL heels, which I feel like are the perfect match. They literally look the same. I just don't know what bag I would go for because I feel like the Loewe Paseo bag is a bit too much. But yeah, I think this is another example of something that you could definitely get multiple use out of. I really love this jacket, super cute. You could style this with a pair of blue jeans, a white t-shirt, have the jacket open. It's a really lovely way to inject this beautiful burgundy color into your wardrobe. Okay, and now we are on to the last piece of the H&M haul. It's this dress that I was really looking forward to. So it's a similar style to the black skirt that I showed you earlier, but it's a dress with this kind of strapless bandeau style sheer top attached to it. I am unsure about this one, so I will need your guys' opinion. One thing is that I feel like the color is too similar to my skin tone that it almost washes me out. Is this too much of a nude dress? I love the style of it. I feel like that if this was in a black or a dark color, it would be amazing, like a burgundy. And then I would also want to cinch in the sides slightly to give me a bit of shape, so it's just a bit like that. If I just cinch in the sides, I feel like that looks a lot better and gives me a bit of shape, whereas right now it kind of just drops straight, which, I mean, with high street pieces, that is a sacrifice you have to make. So if I did decide to keep this, I would probably get this tailored so that it would just cinch in a bit at the sides. But I think this is such a gorgeous piece. I'm just not sure on the colour for me. But yeah, this is the end of the haul, and I think actually I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I actually did place another order. When I ordered a smaller size in the skirt and some other sizes in some pieces. And I actually came across some other pieces in H&M that I really like the look of. So I ordered those. So if they come and they're any good, I will show you guys that in another vlog. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and I will see you in the next one.